Hi, welcome to Bethany Devotional. The title of my devotion is When the Right Thing to Do is Not the Right Thing. This is a description of the story of Luke chapter 10 verse 38 to 42, where Jesus was teaching Martha that being with God is more important than doing for God. For those who are not familiar with the story, this story talks about Mary and Martha, two sisters who were hosting Jesus in their home. But these two sisters had two very different approaches towards Jesus during his visit. Mary just sat down with Jesus and listened to whatever he had to teach. Martha, on the other hand, shoot straight to the kitchen and went about preparing a dinner for Jesus just like any other good host. Two sisters, both doing the right thing. But from Martha's perspective, she couldn't take it anymore because she felt like what she was doing in the kitchen was more right than what Mary was doing. So she went up to Jesus, complained to him, and said, "Lord, doesn't it seem unfair to you that my sister just sits here while I do all the work?" I'm sure many of us feels like Martha the older we grow up. With so many priorities means much more to do. The older we become, the more priorities we have. I remember that as a student, all I had to do was just to study. But as I grow older, I'm now a husband to my wife, a father to my daughter, a son to my mother who's growing older means much more responsibilities. Worse still, the demands and expectations of these priorities are getting out of control with today's technology. For some of you, your boss is WhatsApping you at night for a report he wishes to see before work tomorrow. Or for some, your spouse is comparing your relationship with role model couples on Instagram. And if you are reaching a breaking point, you are like Martha. Jesus said to Martha, "You are worried and upset over all these details. There is only one thing worth being concerned about. Mary has discovered it, and it will not be taken away from her." Jesus is saying to Martha that your worries and upset has caused you to miss the main point of being with Jesus. I need to highlight though that Jesus didn't rebuke Martha for preparing dinner because it was the right thing to do at that time. But the right thing to do for Martha was not the right thing to do with Jesus. Jesus is saying there's a better thing to do. And Jesus said that the better thing to do is to be with Jesus. Perhaps you feel so tired by the demands of what you are doing. Giving up is at the back of your mind right now. I want you to know that now is not the time to do more, find more solutions. Now is the time to be with Jesus, because Jesus said, "Seek the kingdom of God above all else and live righteously, and He will give you everything you need." This means that when we are with Jesus, God will be the one to give us the things that we need, so we don't need to worry or upset over it. So I want to invite everyone to be with Jesus today. For some, it means to just put what you're doing aside, go out to the outdoors, admire the creation of God, and just be with Him. For some of you, it's to put what you're doing aside and pray. Surrender your worries and upset to Him, because Jesus said, "Take my yoke upon you and you will find rest for your souls." I hope you've been blessed by this devotion. God bless you. See you.